Hello everyone, this is Lauren with Bold Notion Quilting, and I want to take a moment to talk to you about another way you could start some feathers. You can't really see it well, but right up here I started feathers off of a circle, or a swirl I guess you could say. So it's kind of fun to have some different ways to start as opposed to starting at the bottom of a sashing and working your way up, because it might look like you have one end of your feather completed and round and the bottom of your feather starts flat. A way that you can avoid that is starting somewhere up here and then filling in with pebbles or something down here, just to accentuate what we've already filled in with. The other thing that you can do is to go ahead and do some kind of design. So you could do, I really love, it's like a swirl. I really love that design. So you can come in, start a swirl, which gives you like a really nice curved area to start off with. And before we travel up there, what you could do then, before you go up to wherever you want to start your feather from, you want to go ahead and draw that spine. So we're just going to travel back up as best we can, go as slow as you need to, and then we're going to go ahead and do our first feather. So we're going to go ahead and just come up and around and just hook it over. Now that space is really open for me. I don't really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and do a little baby feather in there too. It really makes the feather look like it's complete. And I'm just doing the bump back feathers right now, the heirloom feathers. Because we've got a fancier feather here, I'm just going to go ahead and make this one a little fancier before I leave. Doing that, getting it in there before you get out of the area really minimizes the amount of thread that you're putting in the spine. We're going around a curve here. So we're just going to tuck those feathers in. Now I'm at the top, and in our last video we traveled down the spine. So you're going to add a whole nother piece of thread in there, which sometimes can get caught in these different perfect feathers that you might have going on. So sometimes it's nice to just come back and echo around, and that'll free up the space. As you can tell, this is a practice piece, so I'm sorry if it bothers anyone that I'm not being super perfect with this. And then we're going to travel down the spine. Now the other thing that I've noticed is that this looks oddly large for what it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to kind of come in and finish off that swirl. And then I'm going to come back. And if you want, you can make that swirl look like it's part of the feather by echoing it a bit more. And then your first feather can come out and around like the last one. Again, we want it to be kind of more closed off like a feather. That one is way too fat for that area, but it's okay. We're learning. Come in and make it look fancy. And then the trick really is just not to worry about this spine and finishing off your feathers, because as I went up there were some gaps, and what I'm doing is as I'm coming in on this side, I'm just tapping where those gaps are to fill in that space, and that's going to minimize the amount of thread that I have to use in that area. Oh, that's interesting looking. Just going to go with it. Finish off just by echoing. So that can be really fun. And if you wanted your feather to kind of end into nowhere, the other thing that you could have done is as your feather gets close, I'm trying to get you over there, sorry. As your feather gets close to this top part, you could mark off an area with either a water-soluble pen of some kind, right, or your chalk marker, and you could have just kind of drawn where you would have done another circle, and then the feather kind of starts in a concentric circle and ends in a concentric circle. So that could be fun as well. I hope you all found this video helpful. If anything, I hope it's at least fun to watch. If you'd like to see more videos, you can check out my YouTube page, Bold Ocean Quilting. If you'd like to see some finished pictures of quilts that I've quilted, check out Instagram at Bold Ocean Quilting, and then of course you've got my Facebook page where you can see some more videos on there as well. Feel free to like and share the post and or the page. You can also follow the page to get more videos as they drop out. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to learn, please don't hesitate to comment on one of these videos and let me know what you'd like to see. Thank you so much and have a great day. Happy quilting!